Welcome to Prison to Praise podcast. I got a special guest for you here today, and I am so excited. I am so excited to have my big brother, Wes Matthew Senior. I'm so excited to have you, brother.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, man.
Good. I'm just so excited. I can't believe what God can do in our life, and all you do is reach out to somebody, and they come and help you out.
That's what God does, man. God is good. God does all things for us, man. I praise Him every day.
Yes, I love that. Where you grew up at?
Well, I grew up all over Bridgeport, but I spent a lot of time in PT, Building 7207. I lived on the East End, on Cassous. I lived on the East End, on Connecticut Avenue in my younger days, at Cassous Street, before I ended up in PT. But I also did some time in Father Penning as well.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm a Bridgeport native through and through.
Bridgeport head. How about far as who's your mother and father?
Yeah, my mother is Miss Ethel Matthews, who did a lot of stuff for the community back at PT. She was head of the Tenants Association for many, many years. She also was a founder and starter with Charlie Tisdale at the ABCD, where she officially retired from ABCD. So my dad is Wesley Matthew Senior. He passed away quite a few years ago. But my dad was also a known culinary chef for the Spinning Wheel in Reading, Connecticut.
Oh, she can cook. He can cook. Huh?
Yeah, I got a family that cooks. The whole family can get down. Yeah, I finally got it.
You got any siblings?
Yes, I had a brother that just passed away by the name of Tony Guilford. My older sister Lois, and I have a younger sister by the name of Lenora Matthews, who went to Kobe High School and also played at UConn back in the early days.
Everybody a baller, huh?
Yeah, the whole family.
How about you? Got any kids?
Yeah, my son is Wesley Matthews Jr., who's played 17 years in the NBA. He just retired last year.
Oh, he retired?
Yeah, and I have a daughter by the name of Dara Jackson, who also lives in Wisconsin. She's the oldest daughter now. Oh. So I got and about a trillion grandkids.
Oh, yeah, I'm right there with you.
So I'm pop now.
Yeah. But it's good to have you here. I was going back in my mind trying to get things that I remember as growing up as a kid. And I remember the gyms used to be packed out when you played high school, hard in high school.
Yes.
What did it feel like playing with all that pressure on you and you the main guy to go to?
Well, I felt honored because it was something that I dreamed of doing, wanted to do always. I had idols before me like Walt Luckett and a few others that played before me. And so I got to watch got to watch Big Murph. And other players that came through hard in the system, Lenny Morales, Larry Rudd, Benny Hatchett. So I got to watch them, and I was like, I want to do this one day when I was in Eastside Middle School. So when I finally got my opportunity to get to Hardin, and I played with a great team with Aldo Samuels and Keith Pierce, and Larry Rudd was still there. He was a senior. I had to wait till he graduated before I got my shine.
Yeah.
But it was just truly honor, man. And back then, the whole city supported us.
It was totally different than now.
It was way different. I mean, the talent pool was extremely high.
Yeah.
But the community backed us because we represented the East Side. Yeah. So that was what made me feel good, because Father Penning would show up, the whole East Side would show up, and we played PT, we played Bassick, everybody from East Side. It was just a family affair. It wasn't as ruckus as it is in today's society. Yeah. It was a game. It was sport.
Have you ever played I remember we had People Bank.
I started. Believe it or not, my whole career started at Hall Neighborhood House, and when Hall Neighborhood House, we used to play in the back court. And then People Savings Bank came in and did the summer league, and they took over. So we used to play at Father Penning at the red court. Yeah. Lenny Upchurch was my coach. So we all started. That's why we were so good, because we all played against each other, played with each other at the same exact time. So we all grew together. So that's what made the East Side, East End, Stratford, and the Terrace. That's what made Central good, because we were all community kids, and we grew up and we used to love battle with each other. Yeah,
that was a great time. I don't know if they still have that summer league, but I remember People Bank was really great with it. And nowadays, all I see personally is kids on computers.
Yeah, no, that's what blew the game up and took away the sport. But Walt Luckett still does a lot of stuff with Echo. He brought the Echo program back, which is. You have at Winfield Park, Stratford, Newfield. So it's still alive, but the kids don't want to play. They want to stay in the house, play computers, or stay on Facebook, or do all the nonsense. But hopefully they learn how to be a gamer after that. You know what I mean? Gaming is big. But I'm a firm believer in get outside and play sports because it gives you camaraderie, it gives you people skills.
Yes.
And you get to know people, and you just don't be an enemy just because you live on the other side of town.
Yeah.
I mean, some of my best friends was from the Terrace and from PT, so it's a different day. But I just hope that with the ECHO program and with some of the things that we're doing, and I also do some training with the high schools. I'm now working with Kobe High School now. So with that, hopefully these kids just, get back outside and start enjoying the game and realize, because if I was 17, 18 right now and I got a chance to make 60, 70, $80 million playing basketball, there's no stopping me.
I know what you're talking about. Thank God that we have people like you, Walt Luckett, and all the people that's trying to keep the game going on the outside, not only on the computer. See, when we was growing up, we had the red wagon, the big wheel, and the monkey bars.
No such thing as a phone. You had to call me. You got to call me on a house phone. These kids don't even know what a house phone or a landline is.
And the cord reached from all the way over there,
to outside. In fact, it didn't reach across the street in the graveyard if you needed it. I know my mother's cord went from the first floor to the second floor. I was like, whoa,
wow.
Something else.
Wow, we used to have such a good time back then.
No question.
But tell me, how did you start doing, what got you excited about playing that game, to play basketball? You just wanted to see, because you went to Harden and you seen everybody else play?
Well, yeah, that was my dream. But even when I was in middle school, in my English class, I wrote a letter. I had to write what do you want to be when you grow up? And my first thing I said, I want to be an NBA basketball player. And I had the skills, but I had to work. I had to keep working. And so with the boys club, Orchid Boys Club, with Harden, with just going to each one teach one in New York, playing at City YO. I mean, I played everywhere because I wanted to be. I wasn't letting nothing stop me. And it was gangs and drugs and all the same stuff out there that is there today. But, that wasn't stopping me because I had a goal, I had a purpose. And plus, it gave me an opportunity to go to college. Back then, my parents didn't have that money to send us to school. So if you were a great athlete, baseball player, basketball player, or whatever, that was your ticket to get out. So I took advantage of my ticket to get out. So, colleges was back then was like $30,000 a year. My parents couldn't afford that.
But thank God for that opportunity. A lot of people don't work. I think it comes from your work ethics too.
Yes, no question.
And I don't know who was your coach back then.
I had Jim Kish, who was my high school coach.
Yeah, Mr. Kish.
Mr. Kish was my high school coach. Again, my mentor, Lynn Upchurch, got me started, at the People's Savings Bank. I'd had a lot of mentors that showed me that, come on, man, get off the streets, let's go play basketball. And then it just felt natural. It was a natural thing to do. That was our pastime. We're outside 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, going from the east end to the north end to the south end, just hooping. And that's. And then I also give credit to Bruce Webster, who opened up the college UB to us, so we could go down to UB as we got older to play against some of his players. And so that's where we tested our talent. Dave Bike was another one when he was at Sacred Heart. That showed us the college life. So there's a chance. Okay, you have an opportunity if you can compete with these guys who are in college already. It's just a matter of time before you get your grades right, you go to college and let your dream take off.
So if you had to tell like the kids nowadays that's looking to try to make it, because there's a lot of things they getting pulled back. They get like you said, the drugs, the gangs, the foolish nonsense. What would you tell somebody today as far as being able to get into the game?
I would tell all youth today to believe in themselves, trust their confidence, gain confidence by being respectful. Also, at the same time, work on your craft, whether your craft is rapping, dancing, choreography, music, art, whatever it is, stay that course. Don't let that course get off, because the one thing that they must realize that there's consequences for their actions. And you don't want to make that wrong mistake.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
Miss out on 5, 6, 7, 8 years because these prison systems are built to have people in them. They're not empty. They're not empty for a reason. The reason for you go to jail is because they make money off you.
Yes.
So to avoid that at all costs, because one bad move, one bad car accident, one bad anything can take away your whole entire life, not only your life, but your family's life.
Yeah.
So that will be my thing. Just stay the course, believe in yourself, man, and then look and do your due diligence and do your homework.
That's
the opportunity is here.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing that you cannot do in this country.
Yes.
If you put your mind and you put your hard work into it.
You're right, because America is America, and they give you anything. They give you the tools to work with.
They give you the tools.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to apply yourself. You just can't sit back and expect. Now these kids are expected, to hand out or making it easy. No, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be some rough days. There's going to be some good days. But the days that are really based on what God has planned for you and what you put into it.
Yes.
If you trust and believe what you do and be the best at what you do,
yes,
you're going to be rewarded.
Yes,
but
I
don't think it's going to be handed down to you like, what they call that generation that expects everything.
Yes.
So no, but I that's why I speak to a lot of kids. That's why I come home and I still talk to kids. I still work with kids.
Yes.
Because I was once one of them. I was once them too.
Yeah. You didn't forget where you came from.
I never gonna forget where I come from.
Beautiful.
Even when I was in the pros, I never forgot where I came from. I'm always coming home because there's another Wes Matthews out here, right here in Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Or another Walt Luckett right here, or another John Bagley here. But you have to apply themselves, and the opportunities, yes, they've been taken away, but you still got to go hard. If you go hard, they're coming to get you. You don't go look for the opportunity. You work, it's coming to get you.
What I like about you when I was growing up, you never looked like yourself. When you carried yourself, you never thought you was bigger than nobody, and that was just that just like, and I knew you for a minute, but it's like it touched me when I remember I met you at the Golden Gloves behind their PT.
Yeah, PT. Yeah.
I seen you there. I was like, and I couldn't believe it. I said, this is Wes Matthew. I was in there trying to box, trying to learn how to box. So I remember, and even though high school, even though when you came back from Wisconsin,
yes,
it was so tell us a little bit about college.
Well, college opened the door for me. That's once you graduate from high school, that's when adulthood starts.
Yeah.
So you have to be prepared for adulthood.
Yeah.
And what prepare you is your upbringing and your parents and how you live life and how you see life. And so when I got to Wisconsin, no doubt about it, it was a culture shock. I went to an all-white school. It was cold. It was all outdoors.
Yeah.
So it was a culture shock, but that was the choice I chose. So I had to stay the course.
Yes.
And I had to, I had to take advantage of my opportunity there. But just having an opportunity to go to college, whether it's UCLA, whether it's Ohio State, whether it's Purdue, wherever you decide to go, that's your choice. That's your next home for the next 4 years. You can always come back home, but you got 4 years to get your life right.
Yes.
You got 4 years to achieve the ultimate goal. That's to get your degree and become a great person, a great female lady. Whatever it is, you only got 4 years to come with it. So after that 4th year, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Now you're a man.
Yeah.
Now you're a female.
Yeah.
Now, so college is the great stepping stool where you go make all your mistakes now. Because out there on the big land, when you after that 4th year, your senior year, it's college world. It's the real world. It's corporate world. It's professional world. It's all the worlds that you like. Prepare yourself in that for. So Wisconsin helped me tremendously. It made me a stronger man. It made me understand that I could survive anywhere in the world. And it was absolutely excellent for me. Yes, I miss home. I want to come home every other week, but I couldn't. I need to see my mom to get some soul food.
Cooking.
Well, you got to deal with deal the hand you dealt.
Yeah, that's deep. But as far as when you was in college, how many points did you score? Your highest games?
In college, I had a very good college career. My freshman year, I averaged 14. My sophomore year, I averaged 16. My junior year, I averaged 19.5. And then I went to the pros after that. I left early. See, back then, right now they call it the lottery.
Yes.
By going top 15. I went top 14 after my third year. So when I got an opportunity to see that I was able to go to the pros and the pros was going to draft me, I said, okay, I'll go back to school. I got to go get this money to survive. Right. Take care of my moms and my dad and get them out of PT, but which they never wanted to leave because they were hard and they didn't want to do it. That was their life.
Yes,
but they wanted the best for me. So college was very good for me, and I had a very good career. I was playing against some of the greatest players in the world. Magic Johnson was in the Big Ten at the time. Isaiah Thomas was in the Big Ten at the time. Joe Barry Carroll, who was the #1 pick, Kevin McHale, who played for the Celtics. So I played against pros every single night. So I was prepared. I said, if I can rock with these dudes, it's just a matter of time before I go up to the big boys.
You played against Michigan and all that?
Yeah, I played against Michigan State, Ohio State. Yeah, that was the Big Ten. That was the Big Ten.
Yeah, back then.
One of the best conferences in basketball back then.
That's nice. So who you got drafted first round, number 14?
Yes, I got drafted first round, number 14 to the Washington Bullets. Joe Barry Carroll was the #1 pick that year. Kevin McHale went second that year. So I had seen those guys for 4 years, for 3 years. So they knew, okay, I can rock with them. And then the beauty of that was I went to a football school. I had no pressure whatsoever.
Oh,
Wisconsin, there wasn't even known for
football. Yeah,
so they're known for football only. So I go to a place where there was no problems. I had no expectation. Yes, winning was important, and I also had the opportunity to play for a black coach. I played for one of the first black coaches in the Big Ten. And so I said, okay, I got my element. And he gave me the keys to the car. He said, hey man, you come here, you can just I'll let you rock. Okay, well, let me go rock. No pressure. I didn't have to win the national title. Just compete every night. He put me in a place where I had a great schedule every year. So I'm seeing the best of the best in college basketball at the time. So if I'm rocking with them, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And that was all God's plan.
Yeah,
that was all God's plan.
Yeah, you had your gift that God gave you.
Yes, I did.
And you had your sight on your goal.
Yes.
That God let you receive.
That He let me receive by putting me in the right situation. Because if I could have went to UCLA or Maryland or one of them other schools, and it might have been totally different. I might not have been able to handle the pressure of not winning. But since we were the lowest on the totem pole in the Big Ten at the time, but our schedule was a top 10 schedule, all I had to do was compete every night.
Wow.
So
that's a blessing in itself.
That was a blessing. That was a total blessing.
And that was because I was saying how when you went to Wisconsin, I said, why you could have went anywhere else?
Could have went anywhere in the world. Anywhere.
I said, why did you go to Wisconsin?
That was the #1 question.
But then I became a Wisconsin freak because I seen my boy Wes up there. But as far as the NBA, when we went to the NBA, and you played with the Lakers.
Yes.
And the Lakers playing. What is it like playing with Magic and D'ing people up? And the times are different then.
No, we was hooping. That was real basketball.
Y'all know.
This is, we played the sport of basketball. This is the entertainment side of basketball that these kids are seeing.
Yeah.
So it's entertaining. But when I was a Laker, we strived on being the best. We were pushed to be the best. That was one of the best teams ever. We were the only team that ever won back-to-back titles with 87, 88 since the Celtics did it in the 60s and 70s.
Wow.
So it had been long done. But we were good enough and we accepted the challenge. And then when you play with Magic and Kareem and Worthy and Byron Scott and Coop and all those dudes, they're not letting you let down. Because their goal is to win it all. We're trying to be the best. And with the coaching staff, with Pat Riley, you're not laying down. So that was my gift. That was God's gift to giving me to say, hey, you could finally be a part of something great.
Yes.
Because I had to work my butt off against everybody, my first 4, 5, 6, 7 years. But I learned through those 7 years. I learned how to be a professional hanging around Michael Jordan. Learn how to be a pro. Learn how to be a champion with Magic and Kareem. So it was a process, but I stayed the course. Where these kids now, they get a 4 or 5 year deal. Back there, we had a 1 year deal. You had to make the team every year. You had to make the team every year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you had to make the team every year.
I never knew that.
You had to be on point and really good. And back then, there was no blood, no foul. Now they got all these little rules in the game. Now you can't touch nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to shoot threes.
Flagrant number 2.
Flagrant 1, flagrant 2. Let's go to the video and see if it's a foul. Man, back then it was you had to bring it every single night. Now these kids, they're entertainers. They don't want to.
Well, that's what it says too. Is entertainment, NBA entertainment only. So I just thank God for you, and I thank God for bringing you here tonight, and I thank God for being a part of my life.
Yes.
And I really thank you for coming on Prison to Praise today, because I'm trying to encourage people. And so people can get understanding. You gave your testimony of how you got out of the hood.
Yes.
And how you achieved, but you achieved it. You never forgot about was the head of your life.
And God was the head. I followed my family. I followed my heart. And I want to, congratulate you on what you're doing, because the message is much needed, especially for this younger generation.
Yes.
Because you don't want to end up in prison.
No.
That's not where you want to be.
Yeah.
And then even if you did, there's still life when you come home. You got to understand, okay, don't get the prison mentality where you're going to make this an everyday competition, going to be up here every 4 years.
Yeah.
No, you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
That's what I got back to earlier, there's consequences.
Yeah.
And they don't mind locking you up because it's money for them. But it's taking away time from you and your life, and it's taking away time from your family's life.
Yeah.
And if you got kids out there, your kids don't see you. So, it's a thinking process. And again, I condone you, and I really congratulate you for getting these words out to these younger generations, because I think they need to hear it. They don't need to see it, but they need to hear it.
Yes.
Because once they see it, it's too late.
Yeah. You're right.
It's too late once they see it.
It's too late for...
Plus, there's 1,000 examples before.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just look around. There's 1,000,000 examples.
Yeah.
Every day, there's something new that you can say, hey, that ain't what I want to do.
Yeah.
That ain't where I want to be. But I want to be over there making 10, 12 million.
Yeah. Stay in the course.
Stay in the course.
Stay in the course. We thank God for Wes Matthew Senior being here tonight. I thank God for you, and I thank God for how he brought you from out of your prison into your praise.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people think prison, you got to be physically locked up in prison, but it's not a physical thing. Sometimes it can be a mental thing. Yeah. And I know a lot of the journeys that you was on, you played overseas too, right?
Yes, I was overseas too.
And that's, you left home to go finish your dream. But it was, what was you think was the worst thing for you as far as being?
The worst thing for me when I got hurt, and I had to battle for, right now these kids can come back in 3 or 4 months after they have surgery. I got hurt, and it took me almost a year to recover. Yeah. And as you said, the prison is not just locked up physically, it's mental. And I was in a mental state where I was in a bad state because I didn't know how to fight through this, and I didn't know why it happened to me, and I'm questioning, why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me?
Yes.
But as I got through the process and I started accepting it, and I got back to God, and got back to my roots, the road became easier. But I was fighting it. I was like, whoa, why? And once you start doing that, then you
realize
now now you're on the world spin now, because now you got to get out of that whirlpool. And then once that whirlpool's finished, now are you ready?
Yeah.
And so, and then it brought me across some great coaches. It brought me, from playing with Michael Jordan. It took me to Magic, and it took me to the championship. Then I went overseas, and then it's like, wow, this is a long way from home.
Yeah.
This is different over here.
Yeah.
Now you got to learn different languages. Now you got to learn how to eat certain stuff over here. And then their societies is way different than ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was very interesting. The road was beautiful, but I just took the journey.
Yes.
I didn't fight the journey. I said, if this is what he has planned for me, let me go see it. Yeah. Let's go.
Day by day.
Day by day.
Yes.
Let's take it and go.
Step by step.
Yep.
I like what you said, your seasons you was in.
Yes.
Now you didn't plan your seasons, but you let God control your seasons.
Yes, I did.
I mean,
the time I did try to get away, thought I was doing it all. That's probably when I got hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't think, man, I'm the joint. Ain't nobody stopping me from doing that. You know, I'm feeling my oats. But then the broken foot brought me back down to humble.
Yeah.
It brought me back. So I said, okay, now how are you going to recover?
Yeah.
And that was, again, a test of God, a test of my will to see how bad I wanted to do it. Because I could have easily just said, the hell with it.
Wow.
Easily.
Yeah.
But then I would have let myself down. I would let my family down. I would let everybody else that looked up to me down.
Yeah.
Because I just said, I went down the sewer instead of taking the path.
Yeah, but you fought it. God fought the battle for you, and that battle wasn't yours; it was the Lord's. And that's really deep because some people want to give up on everything, and that's good encouragement for somebody out there today because they give up on it, and you just fought through everything, pain, and like you said, the NBA was different back then.
It was way different.
Yeah,
I mean, again, it was 1 year, and then not only that, it's okay to walk away from certain things, but it's your choice to walk away. You're not a punk because you walk away from a fight or a conflict.
Yeah.
It's okay because you're going to be a better person behind it.
Yes.
You pray for that person that you had the conflict with because that's not your issue. You don't go into the beef because that's the consequences situation I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now somebody's going to get hurt, somebody's going to get shot, just nonsense that you can easily walk away and be avoidable.
Yes.
And for kids that I tell them today, just walk away. I mean, that's not your issue.
Yeah.
Just because you got a pair of Jordans on, that's not your issue.
Yes.
Go work to get the Jordans or whatever the situation may be.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still have the opportunity and you go home happy, you go home with a challenge in your brain to get something done. And again, the road is paved for you. Just follow your road. Everybody has their own, as they say, everybody has his story to say.
Yes.
His or her story.
Yeah.
So it's his. So believe in that.
Yeah.
And break it down, and you'll be perfect. You'll be just fine.
Thank you for them encouraging words. This is co-pastor Robert Fitzgerald. We here on Prison of Praise. We thank you for watching us.
Thank you.